There's no evidence right now that God is going to show up tomorrow. He said, even still, I know what I believe about the God that I serve. Verse 17 and 18, what we know is that we've seen already that going to the high places requires faith. Now we see that we're surrounded even by unprecedented chaos. We are meant to choose faith in times of waiting. He says, I will rejoice. Why would he say that? He hasn't seen anything from God just yet. He rejoices in the salvation and the rescue that he knows is coming. Some years ago, when I was going through my battle with cancer, we were given a Disney cruise, and I know you're saying, "Oh, that's what a wonderful gift, boy, poor you." No, hey, I know it was an amazing gift. We were loving it, and we were looking forward to it for months. And here's what I know. We were anticipating the joy and the excitement of that trip because we knew there is not going to be another Disney trip in our lifetime to come. This is going to be the one and only because it was a gift. And so we anticipated what was coming. Do you know that's what we're doing? And we can rejoice in God. We can worship. We can celebrate what God's going to be doing in our life. I had no trouble believing that just in a few months, I was going to be on that Disney cruise. I was going to be there. Well, God's told us that He's going to take us from here to there. And I should have no trouble believing and anticipating that it's going to come. I can rejoice that my God who rescues has told me that He is coming. You see, faith makes a way for the joy in the anticipation. He makes a way. Faith makes a way for the joy. And my scenario, the situation around me, it should not dictate my joy. Faith dictates my joy. And here's what I love. He ends this chapter 3, by saying, choir master, put it to the stringed instruments. In other words, choir master, I want you to take these words and I want you to put it to song. Why would he do that? He would do that because when we sing, what are we singing about? We sing about things that we experience, and we sing about things that we're anticipating. You see, this was a way of putting our faith into action. And that's why the people of God worship. That's why we celebrate. And wow, as we're standing on the heights here, what we know is there's a lot to celebrate because we've seen the path that we have come and how God's brought us to here. And we can celebrate the fact that God has shown us the Jesus path forward. I love that recently I was talking with somebody who's at the end of their life's journey. And we were actually talking about their memorial. And when it comes to a song, I thought it was so interesting. They had 2 songs that they said they have to be in this service. I want 2 songs. And I thought of that when I read this part about the choir master. Why were those 2 songs important? Because it was all about anticipating the kingdom that was coming, that they were going to be in, this joy of God that they were going to experience as they would pass on from this life into the next life. Faith is not a I hope so. Faith is I know so. I want to say that again. Faith is not I hope so. Faith is I know so. Because I have heard what God can do. And I've already heard what He's spoken over me. And now I'm in the waiting. And I can rejoice in the waiting. Because faith makes a way for joy in the anticipation.